Hi, I'm Penn State hockey broadcaster Brian Tripp, 2011 broadcast journalism graduate from Penn State. Up next, you'll hear my story on In the Game. I think for a lot of broadcasters, they always say I was playing sports growing up and I realized I wasn't going pro. Well, for me it's somewhat similar, but I was always intrigued by the professional announcers growing up. I was a big Eagles fan, a big Phillies fan, and for me, living in the Lehigh Valley, Eagles training camp would be at Lehigh every year. So for me going there, I would get a bigger kick out of meeting Merle Reese, the Eagles announcer, than actually meeting the players and having the players come over after practice and shake your hand. Going through high school, I started taking TV production classes and doing some PA announcing, and I was very fortunate to get into Penn State, and the programs they had here were incredible. The on-air experience you could get, the faculty, the staff, everyone at Penn State just helped you try to grow as a broadcaster and a person, and I'm forever grateful for the people and the experience that I had at Penn State.
Last night, Penn State knocked Liberty out of the tournament. The Nittany Lions winning in straight sets. The Penn State team has...
Brian was in my class, my 477 class, and was an exceptional talent. You could tell right away. And I started doing the show on 1450, and they felt that he would be a great addition, wanted to know what I thought, and I said he'd be perfect for the show.
Well, I only knew Brian from one class. He applied for the class called We Are the Millennials about 4 or 5 years ago.
Welcome back to another episode of We Are the Millennials. Today we are inside the Hub Robeson Center at the heart of Penn State.
And once I got to work with him, I realized he's a guy who could go places.
He's intelligent, he's quick on his feet, very knowledgeable about sports, great personality.
It was his work ethic, it was his organization. Some of it was just the way he carried himself.
And now you see him as the play-by-play voice of Penn State hockey. Now, hockey here is an expansion program in the Big Ten. It's only in their second varsity year, their first year where they're playing all Division I teams. Well, they needed to have a signature voice. They could not have made a better choice because he is already coming in with a great base of knowledge, knows how to do play-by-play, and he's going to grow as the program grows.
You know, as the kind of the older guy in the booth, you have to kind of let the play-by-play guy kind of set the tempo to it and then figure out your way into it. And it took us a couple of games, but it's just a sense that I know when he wants me to jump in, and a sense when I know when he wants me to stay out.
Well, we're underway at the Cool Ice Arena tonight at the Lions.
Goodwin looking for Holstrom as well. Right, left, Dora, nothing, score! Zach Starr celebrates the Nittany Lions lead at 1-0 with 14:29 left side of the net here side, and then they score! A bad angle shot beats Engelbart. It's 2-0 here in the first. The Nittany Lions upset 10th ranked Michigan for their first ever Big Ten win.
Brian's very thorough, very methodical, very professional.
Brian Tripp is one of those, he's a sports guy, he's a stats guy, he knows it, he's very passionate about it, but he's also just a good guy.
Brian Tripp's a great guy and a pro's pro.